2024 Subaru Solterra. I've just sat down. I have no idea what's going on. So let's take a look. What I do know is it has the perforations for the cooled seats. It does not have them. So I just have heated seats. This Eco, Auto. This looks like climate stuff. Settings. Guest. Okay, get started. Okay, so it looks to me like I'm not going to be doing a lot in here. I'm not even worried about that. This display is elementary at best. I don't think that's what we're going to call that. All right, let's see if we can put this thing into drive. So it does have a power button. My Prologue has piano black, and that sucks. In fact, it has piano black here, just like this one. It has piano black here, which is where my buttons are, but the climate looks like it's kind of hybrid. It's got buttons, but it doesn't have all the buttons. It's touch screen, but it's permanent fixed. So kind of a little bit of both worlds going on here. This thing I've seen in action, so that's reverse. The reverse is not bad. It doesn't look bad at all. It looks like it's definitely higher definition and larger than the Prologue display. And we do have, by default, an overhead view. That's really nice. This steering wheel is awkward, but it's small and it's kind of friendly. I like it. I don't have an issue with it. It's not going to make a man feel super manly, but I don't have an issue with it. And I get another angle of camera while I'm pulling away. My front camera, that is a front camera. That's pretty neat. Okay. All right. Let's drive the Solterra a little bit. I don't know. Oh gosh. Okay. It's in automatic transmission, regular car mode. I don't know if I can change that. Drive mode. So maybe I've got, okay, come to park. Eco, power, or nothing. All right, that doesn't do anything. X mode, what does X mode do? Snow, dirt, deep snow, mud. Oh, it tells me there's a car coming. That's kind of neat. All right, let's get out here on the road and see what we got. It's smaller than the Prologue, significantly smaller, but it has a lot of pickup because that's what makes more sense. Okay, I just lowered my seat down, and now I feel like I'm driving a car. Now, this angled steering wheel for me is pretty cool. I think I probably look like, I don't know, just like a nerd burger probably driving this thing, but it's pretty comfortable to drive actually. It looks like I have all my I see you, you see me sensors right there. It is a busy steering wheel, boy. That is busy. Well, I am not used to the no one pedal driving. I don't know if this has one pedal driving. Wait a minute. This right here looks like a foot, and it's a foot up and down release. Okay, foot up and down release. There, still no hold. Wait, hold? Oh, okay. All right, now we're in an EV. So the hold button, this is your brake hold. And I don't know if this is going to be one pedal driving regen or not, but it is set up for that. We're going to find out here momentarily once we get a green light. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, now, all right, lift off. Acceleration is good. I'm not going to stomp it because I don't need to do that. We've all had that experience in an EV, and I doubt this has a whole lot of experience to experience. But come ride with me in the graphically challenged front driver display that is the Solterra. I feel like I'm in a roller coaster, but like a cheap one. This reminds me of the child seat in a cart, like the seat that faces you. You put your kid in it and they sit facing you. It looks like you're supposed to put a small human here. So it has the speed, my speed limit. It has cruise control. It has lane centering. yeah, we're going to test that Project Farm, but we've got to get out to the highway. We're almost there. And maybe up this hill I can give it some juice without feeling like I'm trying to gnaw down on it. This has 200 miles on it, so I'm not the first person to test drive it. But if I give it a little umph, it has, well, it's telling me in red. I went over 40 and now my speed has turned red. This is a guilty car. You will find yourself guilty. Adaptive cruise set. I don't know if I set it or not. Did I set it? It is. All you have to do is press once on this to set your adaptive cruise, and then I can go to 40. Okay, and it looks like it's going to 40. Speed limit is now 50. So if I hold 43, 44, 45, man, that's a small display. Okay. For the visually challenged, this is not going to be the most fun you've ever had. It's definitely doable, but it's not the most fun. It is adaptive cruise, and we're going to find out if the adaptive part's working here in just a second. Visibility is good. Rear visibility is good. Front visibility, like I said, it just looks like they're inviting you to put a small human in the seat, but it's okay. Not too upset about it. The adaptive, you can tell it's adaptive. I'm going to hit the brake. It's going to disengage all of my, nope, my driver assist has been disabled, but my lane keep is still turned on. And I don't know, lane keep, oh, toggle off. Okay, I'm a big fan of that. So you can just toggle on and off your lane keep assist really easily. And it looks like lane centering. Now, I don't know if it's still going to bother me about, oh no, cross traffic lane mitigation, I can see it. It's this, that's this. So it looks like I'm still going to have that. I want the auto steer. But okay, so brake hold is excellent. It does feel a little bit crunchy coming off of it though. It feels like there's a delay. Like the brake is still holding on. I don't know if over time that would have a negative effect. I'm now talking to the thing. All right, basically everything you need to do on this car is on the steering wheel. Your following distance is here, adaptive cruise is here, looks like steering assist is here, but lane departure mitigation, I don't see a place to turn that off yet. So a little disappointed by that. And it's not recognized that we're on the highway yet, so it says I am aggressively speeding, but I am not. And then we've got a 55 zone. Set the adaptive cruise at 55 to stay in the zone. 196 miles of, that's my miles of range. All right, and then this is my odometer. Looks like there. Battery percentage is bottom right corner. I have 85% battery. So this car is a little overcharged, but it's a dealership. What are you gonna do? Driver's face, not the top. You cannot cover the top of the steering wheel with your hand. So, boo. All right, 55 is over, and so we're just going to hold 57, 8, 9, 6, 0. It just ticks individual miles per hour if you hold down on the resume or accelerate button on the cruise. I like that. It's not traditional, and it's telling me a car's pulling into my lane. That's kind of nice. It tells me what's going on. I've got auto steer on, or at least steering assist, and I use the brake for that. It's like we got a car pulling off here. No big deal. And then let's resume. And it goes right back to 70. So off we go on that. All right. Well, let's try the steering assist and see how it does. We'll have a really good test down here on the bridge. Let's see. Yeah, steering assist is good. Yeah, it's good. It's not lane keep assist. This is way more advanced than that. So this it's a level 2 auto steer. I'm okay with it. It works well. See around this turn. I'm not touching the wheel, or at least I'm touching it, but I'm not. Yeah. This is excellent. It's an excellent system. It works really well. I have about driving dynamics. I mean, this thing is it's as flat as a board. I got nothing to say. This piano black, however, will hit you directly in the eyeball. When the sun comes in here, I'm getting directly in the eyeball off this entire piano black situation we got working here. So, not a fan of that. The D, right beside the D up here on the corner, there's 4 things. I'm going to test those once we get off the highway and see what that means. Yeah, I'm okay with this thing. I'm actually, if you have a Subaru Solterra, I think you've made a good choice. It's got some i3 cues going on, like some of this over here. It's like a little detail that's kind of neat. And then of course the dashboard has this is fabric. I mean, and if it's not, it's the closest to fabric you're ever going to get. And I've gotten a driver attention warning for pointing out your fabric for you. But this is going to be this is a mild cruncher as far as comfort on the highway. Ride quality is, I would say, it's average. It behaves much more like a small car. This is definitely your RAV4 CRV territory. In fact, it's really, really similar to those mid-size SUV crossovers, gas car, suspension, everything. Ground clearance is
8.3.
So it's really nice. The ground clearance is high, which is why I'm test driving it today, actually. It just feels really pedestrian, very regular. And we've got a good chance to test the handling here, which is, it's good. It is good. I just got out of the Prologue and got into this, and this is significantly better handling. There's absolutely no question. All right, now we can test this. All right, so it's just what I thought it was. Just like if you have, I had a Honda Clarity, and this is the same as that. This is adjustable, but it holds whatever you select. If you use your paddle shifters here on the steering wheel, you can program 4 levels of regen. So this is regen. This is, I believe, a 1-pedal driving or a regen assist on, and then your brake hold, obviously. And all of it seems to work fairly well. I don't have really anything negative to say. If you're tall, it's going to be a little bit annoying. Headroom is not massive, and I did adjust my seat down a significant amount. Let's see if it comes to a full stop. So no, this car is not going to come to a stop for you. Whatever this pedal thing is, I'm pretty sure this is as much assist mode as you're going to get, so that's that. It does hold, though. The brake hold is excellent. All my Fisker Ocean people, this is going to be a really similar experience for you. And just like in the menu, you can adjust high, medium, low regen. This is 4 levels of that, and they seem to be very similar as well. I'm okay, man. So Shane, talk to me. Tell me about what you think of this thing. What do you think?
It's pretty good. It's pretty average. It's indeed a standard Subaru. On the slightly smaller end, in comparison to some of the bigger vehicles that we have covered here, such as the Prologue and the Ocean.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's average.
I think he'd hit the nail on the head. Now, back seat. I sat in the back seat. I was impressed by the space in the back seat. How did you feel about the back seat?
As a pretty decently large-sized individual, yeah, it's you can sit there pretty good. You can throw your tall friends back there, and they won't be too discomfort.
I agree. Now, I will also give Subaru a lot of credit. The Prologue has less seat comfort. There is more lumbar support here. They're more wrapped around. If you're a fan of a large seat, though, this is not for you. This is not for, pretty much all of it is limited. Now, space, looks okay. Cup holders look good, not great, but okay. And they hold, but they're also fairly small. So those of you looking for a really nice cup holder are going to be disappointed, but they're okay. My guy was coming over, and this is where you put your phone, which I don't know, it's fine. It's a little weird, but it's okay. Down below this is a cavernous area. Try it on your side.
Oh yeah,
This is a cavernous area down here. Lots of space. Lots of. You got 12 volt USB-C all down there.
Oh.
So, it doesn't. You don't get the open feel of a lot of space in here, but it does seem to fit the bill. Now I'm going to try to put my hand right here and drive at the top at 12 o'clock. You're supposed to be 2 hands on the wheel, I know. But so if I drive at 12 o'clock, I have to be mindful of where my fingers are. Because if I put my fingers in front and continue to drive, I believe eventually it's going to tell me, yeah, sit up, driver's face not detected. So if you're a 12 o'clock driver, which you don't have to admit that, but if you are, this one's probably not for you. You're going to get a lot of upset car notifications. Back to the adaptive cruise, and then back up to 70. This is nice. It's not, do not buy this car for sticker price. Don't buy this car for Fisher price either. It's not a toy. Just joking. Stupid joke, in fact. But this car is not worth $50,000, but it's nice. Who should get this car? People who want to keep the Subaru brand loyalty. If you want to go electric, this is ready. This Subaru is ready to go. Climate control's excellent. It's really strong. I just walked in. It's set at 64, but it's set on Eco, and I'm okay with it. Now, I'd probably have to, if I was going to go to regular, I'd probably have to turn this up a little bit. 64 is normally intolerably cold for me, but just know that Eco mode is going to significantly affect you. But yeah, my in-town drivers, my Subaru switchers, it's got big ground clearance. It's fine. It's comfortable. Most Subarus aren't very big either inside, and this will be something you'd expect. But I'm okay with all of that. The people who should not get it are rural area people, road warrior people, like you're 50,000 mile a year. I'd say if you're over 15,000 miles a year, don't even consider this car. It doesn't have enough range. But if you're an A to B-er, you've got 40 mile, 50 mile commute or less, and your road tripping is going to consist of weekend stuff where you're not in a hurry, this will be fine. It would definitely be fine. Apparently there's a battery cooler, my sales representative told me, on the 24 model that isn't on the 23. There's been some improvements in the charging as far as temperature. So
yeah, I think she was mentioning that that you could like fast charge it now at like 30 minutes without the battery maybe like super overheating. So might be able to get some faster super.
Which we hope, because this car has probably the worst charge curve out of all of its competition. At a $50,000 sticker, this is probably the slowest charging car you can buy. But once again, if you have an EV already and you don't DC fast charge a lot, this is worth considering for sure. No sunroof, no moonroof, no nothing, just a headliner. I'm okay with that because you're not going to have any leaks. You don't have anything else to worry about. Now, if you're an optioneer, if you want all the options and all the extras and all the things, once again, this is just not the one for you to consider. People who should consider this car primarily are going to be your Subaru brand loyalty. And what I'm looking for is a replacement for my RAV4 that has about 7 inches and change of ground clearance. What I'd like to have is the same amount or more on my replacement for it, and I'd like for it to be electric. And the Prologue's too big. The Prologue has
8.1
inches of ground clearance, but it's too big. It's too big to replace the RAV4. It says I should stop my adaptive cruise, which I will with one press of a button because I'm on the exit ramp. Yeah, this is nice. It's okay. I just need that extra ground clearance, and that makes the options a little bit more limited. In fact, much more limited. Because the correct answer to this question is always a Tesla Model Y. Absolutely, without fail. But the Tesla Model Y's only got about 6 inches of ground clearance, and if you're going to be taking it on basically unknown roads, especially around here where we live, it's not enough. 8.3 inches is enough. You would obviously still need to consider what kind of terrain you're going across. But yeah, it seems okay. Acceleration does not seem linear. I'm going to try to figure that out. I felt a little bit of weirdness in the throttle mapping there. And I have to hit the brake to get to a hold, to get to a stop. So that's where the Prologue beats the pants off of the Solterra. Is it's one pedal driving, either in normal or high, is excellent. It stands right up beside the Tesla, which is the best. The Tesla still has the best one pedal driving, regardless of who wants to argue with what. If you're into one pedal driving, Tesla has done it the best, and they still have that title. But the Prologue is really close. Blazer EV also, obviously, and probably all your Ultium cars, your ZDX, your Lyric, they're all going to have good one pedal driving. This one does not. So another consideration, if you're really into that and that's your thing, this isn't it. This isn't the one. You know, on to the next. So just another one to consider. I don't like that I'm 1 mile an hour over on the speed limit and it's telling me bright red. I don't like red on my dash during normal driving conditions, but hey, you know, Subarus are typically known for being safe, and that's part of it, I'm sure. Don't know what the 24 BZ4X is. Maybe we'll get a shot at one of those pretty soon, but my Toyota dealership locally will never have one, so it'll be much more of an adventure. So the advantage for me is that in Morgantown, West Virginia, I can just go to the local dealer and they have one of these and it's ready to drive. I did this on a whim. I didn't plan it. I just thought I'd sit in one. Today is July 1st, 24, which means it was the last day you could get a 23 for $329 a month. But 23s are nowhere to be found around here, just at all. So if you got a 23 for $329 a month, and I know at least one of my viewers did, congratulations, totally worth it. You made the right decision. So do I recommend this car? Yes, absolutely. If you like Subaru, if you take a shot at it. If you're into range and charging speed, ignore. Do not recommend. But if you're looking for a solid EV and you get a deal, these are new. The 24s are probably new to my local dealership. So I don't think you should go full price. You're gonna get hosed in the resale market. You're gonna lose a lot quickly. But this is July, and remember, end of the month, end of the day, end of the quarter, end of the model year. You do all those, and you get the best deal on a car. That would be September, 31st, September 30th, right in there. And whatever the last weekday is in the last week of September, that's about the time when you want to start considering getting a good deal on an EV. And the Solterra is okay, but it's not, final conclusion, it is not worth 50 grand. I'll put the current price of a Model Y on the screen, and yeah, that's going to be the one. And then, my next, but once again, this is that ground clearance consideration. That's why you do this one. Do you live in a yucky driveway? Do you have to go over gravel a lot? This would be a replacement as the winter sit-around car for me. I have 3 cars. 2 are driven regularly. One is like, we use it for when we have to go somewhere yucky. And I don't have any brand loyalty to Subaru. In fact, this is the only Subaru I've ever thought about buying in my entire life. But I would drive this to yucky places, and I'd be totally satisfied with the performance of it. I like the Subaru Solterra, and I'm pleasantly surprised. If this doesn't bother you and you don't want to sit a small human right here, then you should be fine. You can like this video and you can subscribe. You can also join Patreon or become a YouTube member for early access to videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Hey, smash the like button.
Thank you.